Thank you, Acting President, and I'd like to rise to speak to the substantive motion, but also Ms Ratnam's amendment, which I'd have to say was a bit of a team effort. I almost feel still out of breath from some of the running around that has occurred over the last 24 hours into finding a compromised position to enable, in particular, the crossbench to have their opinions recorded when they are not able to be in the chamber to do so. And we know that this is coming. We know that any number of us maybe find ourselves in a tier 2 spot or a tier 1 spot, or, hopefully never, but, finding ourselves COVID positive or whatever reason. So I think this is a good step in the future, step in the right direction in doing that. I don't share Mr Davis's concerns about being, stabbed in the knife on the, just off camera on the TV screen or something. I think we've managed, certainly we've seen in the last 12 months in our committee, in our committee process, that we have been able to deliberate on reports. We have been able to conduct ourselves, voting even, in an online fashion, which has been effective and which has not been questioned. I thank the clerks, and I read with interest the President's report, because I thought that it went a long way into seeing online voting and seeing us being able to operate very effectively if we have to from remote locations. So I look forward to continuing to work in this. I do want to be able to see the crossbench being able to pair in the future, and I would like to see that in a formal arrangement, not just for us, because I think some of the concerns about the crossbench pairing was that, you wouldn't know what was happening, and so in some ways us codifying our processes actually enables the greatest transparency to see that, which in the traditional pairing that occurs between the major parties, that is obvious because of the remaining members in the chamber. And for single-member parties like myself, like Ms Ratnam, for independents like Dr Cumming, that is not as clear. So on those words, I commend the amendment and support the substantive motion.